All right, so I am here with my special assistant right now, and she's having a pineapple popsicle and reading in her playroom. We call this the Wegmans Play Place. She has every single toy you can think of, right? So I'm going to show you today how to do your social studies assignment. So you're going to get this first document, and it is about where do we see historical events during everyday life. So we see them in the news, we see them in museums, we even read them in biographies. Why are historical events important? Well, we learn from history so we do not repeat the mistakes of the past. How are historical events connected? So they are taught in, historical events are taught in sequential order. So that means from beginning, middle, and end. Just like in a biography, they start with the person they were born, they accomplished many things, and if they passed away, maybe their end of life. Historical events, it will always start with something that happened first. Now, many of you did social studies projects for a Genius Hour where you talked about history and things happening like the Civil War, and you talked about how the Civil War started, what happened during the Civil War, and how it ended. So always that beginning, middle, and end. So you take a look at that sheet, and then you are going to look at a sheet that says timelines. And it's loading right now. Okay, so the timelines help us organize things in chronological order. They show us how things are connected or how an event can cause another event. Timelines start with the earliest event and the latest event. So what I want you to do is think about 3 important events in your life and their dates. Organize the events and then draw them on the timeline below. So for example, my 3 events would be, I think the first event would be August 9th, 2019. That's when Fred was born. So I'll write down that date and what happened. She was born. And then the next event would be December. We went to California. Fred went to California for the first time to see her family. And then the next one I think would probably be, what do you want to say, maybe when you started crawling in April. So we could put that event down. So those are my 3 events that happen in chronological order. So I'll make sure that I put them in the order that they actually happen. Then here is the timeline. So here on the timeline, I'll put the dates that are up here. And then I'm going to draw pictures and write what I'm going to read this passage, okay? If you want, you can close read it. And then Dust Bowl cause and effect. You're going to fill this out. And then answer some questions. Please make sure you're using complete sentences. You can do them on a piece of paper. And then here is the timeline. So some things are already filled out for you. So make sure that you could do it on a piece of paper, or you could fill it right in here if you have a way of doing that. Here's just the cause and effect pages here. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Just like I said in the morning announcement, there's 4 pages. The other 3 sheets are just some helpful reminders and about the lesson there. So this is what we're looking for to turn in, okay? So it's 1 PDF, 1 big file. That's what you're turning into us, okay? And so if you have any questions about it, let me know. As you can see, I have some very sleepy puppies in the background and one crazy Fred. Say bye, Fred. See you later.